Jeff, you guys practice here in Myrtle Beach for the first time. How did the guys look?
Grateful for North Myrtle Beach High School, AD, football coach, staff, players all showed up out there to take care of us today. So really grateful for them. I know what that's like somebody comes in and you have to take care of them. So we're grateful for them. And kids are great. Had a lot of energy. Started out a little chilly, but it ended up being a really nice afternoon.
You guys have any kind of bowl activities on the agenda coming up here, or what's the rest of
Yeah, they do. The kids are going to do something here at 3:30. I've got some function I got to be at, so I know that my staff will handle them and they'll have a good time.
What stands out about Coastal Carolina's offense and the things that they do well?
I guess, you don't see a lot of teams that are as multiple. They run the option out of the gun, but they also have RPOs and just a lot of offense, to be honest with you. Tim Beck's been a successful offensive coordinator at the University of Texas at Ohio State. Was a Texas high school football coach for years before that. So I've known him for a while. And Derek Wareheim, I've known him forever. He's on that staff as well. They do a lot. And to defend the option out of the gun, and they also, just the normal college offense, I guess you'd say, of inside zone and counter and their RPO game and their play action pass, all that stuff's just a lot to work on.
Are there things about having defended Army's option that carry over here, or is there any similarity?
Yeah, there is. Just from somebody's still got to play dive, quarterback, and pitch, just from a different presentation.
Are the two programs kind of similar in where they're at as far as dealing with all the different things that they obviously been hit a little bit harder in the portal than you have, but are you guys pretty similar?
I would imagine. They've been playing football 21 years. We've been playing 14. So both programs are relatively new. I think somebody told me this is their 5th year in a row to be to a bowl as well. I'm not for sure of that. That's what I was told. I think Coastal is a name that's come on the scene here recently, and I'd say UTSA is a team that's come on the scene here recently as well.
How much do you have to fight, I guess, knocking off the rust and staying focused? There's a lot of things going on here. Long day of travel for you guys yesterday.
Yeah, we weren't real sharp today. We had a lot of energy. Kids flew around, but we had a lot of MAs and just stuff pre-snap, a pretty typical first bowl practice on site. Luckily, I've done this 5 years in a row now, so as I look back, I like to journal, and I had a note to self today to not be frustrated, to not lose my head, that there was going to be some sloppiness, and there was, but we cleaned it all up. It was not for the kids' lack of trying or effort. It was just literally there's a lot of distractions going on right now.
Jeff, I don't know how closely you followed this, if at all, but there was a court injunction this week with the Diego Pavia situation, essentially sort of pushing towards the idea that maybe junior college seasons wouldn't count towards the Division I eligibility. Do you have any sort of thoughts on that?
Yeah, you can imagine how many texts and phone calls I've had with my players. Just one more thing for us to deal with right now, because they're all, can they come back, and what does that look like? And we've been recruiting and numbers, and are they going to be all right, or is that just for Diego? Like, what's that going to look like? And there's really no answer to give them right now. So I'm going to go on what I know as of right now. But yeah, it's very much being discussed by everybody on my team. I've even had some coaches that had some junior college experience. So I think my brother and Jamal actually are trying to see if they can go back and play as well right now, do an NIL deal.
Do you think that would be a positive development for the game to have those years not count? Does it make a difference?
I'm just not going to get into it right now, Greg. I mean, it's just, I'll just wake up tomorrow and just see what happens then. I'll let all you smart guys handle all that right now. It's just crazy what we're dealing with right now.
Jamari Robinson put out yesterday on social media a post about his NFL future. It sounded in some ways like he was turning the page to the next chapter. Is he here with you guys this week?
No, Jamari is not here.
What impact is that going to have on the team in this game? I know he's been obviously a critical component this year.
We're excited for Vic Shaw and Cam Cooper. Those guys have played great all year. And there's a reason we rotate all of our guys. I mean, those guys have been playing meaningful snaps the whole season. They'll be lined up out there getting after it.
Has Cam been in that role all year? It seemed like he might have emerged kind of later on in the season.
He was. He was inside for half the season, and we had James Wally outside, and we made a position switch there, and we moved James inside, and we moved Cam outside, and Cam's really excelled out there. He's really come on.
Was there something about his skill set that you thought it fit better outside?
We just were having trouble getting to the quarterback, and he was a defensive end in high school that got to the quarterback well. And even when we blitzed him at linebacker, he got home quite a bit. So we moved him out there, and he's had success out there.
All right, Jeff. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate you.